Hey folks, hi to hello. Lester here, and thank you for joining me on a live video where we're gonna go out and feed these horses right quick, and then we're gonna jump right into some gifts and goodies. I got a table full of things I want to open with you guys. Let me turn this camera around. So we're gonna feed Roman, Rita, and Gemma right quick. Hey Roman, let me daddy come out, bud. I'm coming out, Rita. Don't push the gate open on me. Come on, buddy. Come on, you guys. Let's all go out to your barn and get a bite to eat. I would like y'all to go to your rooms. If I could get you to go to your rooms, that would be wonderful. And I just now finished mowing the yard. It looks really pretty over there, watching or trying to listen to Jamie's live while I was mowing. Oh boy, here we go. Settle down, sweetie. Let's just all walk to your room. Okay, you don't got to get all feisty, and don't get too close to me, because the closer she is to me, that means the more Rita's going to come at her. Rita does not want anyone close to me at all. Rita, put your ears pretty, sweetie. Rita, keep your ears pretty. Friends, I just want you to be aware that this is about as close to animals as you're going to come tonight, because my plan all along has been to open those boxes that have been sitting on my porch for the last week. I have to get to those, and I don't mean to put them off. I feel bad for people who sent stuff over here, and I've just not had time to get to it. So let me go in here right quick. I'm gonna put you all onto a tripod right here, and let's hope that everyone will leave you alone until I can get you. Well, let me try to get you straightened up a little bit. All right, you guys leave the camera alone, okay? Y'all leave the camera alone, and then we'll go into your room. I'll turn the lights on. All right, the lights are gonna come on here in about 3 seconds. Rita, leave that camera alone. Let's go, come on. Everybody come to your rooms, let's go. Go into your room, where's the feed? Roman, if you back up. Rita, that's not your room. Rita, go to your room, sweetie. Don't look at her. You're Roman. Rita, let's go into your room. Here. Here we go. Nope. You're not going to your room. You're not going to your room. Come on, go to your room. There you go. All right. All right, everybody's good. Everybody's in their rooms, eating their dinner. I'm not going to close any gates. We don't have to. Okay. That was actually pretty easy. Thank you guys for joining this afternoon. I'll just stand here and give you a quick peek about. The Longhorn are over here. I've not opened their gate to come in yet. They want to come into their feed buggy room. We'll do that. The Bulls are over here. I've not opened their gate either. So everyone's waiting for Dad to get into their, to get them into their little rooms. And then I promise you, I'm gonna do that real fast, and then we're gonna walk to my table, and I'm gonna grab those. I think there's probably 10 packages been sitting there for a little bit. I've added a few things today, so I think maybe 10 thingamajigs we're gonna open right quick. And I've always tried to remind you that it's not going to hurt my feelings. Oh, that's sad. That poor one of the neighbor's horses is just running around. So sad. No one feeds and does things for him. So, yeah, I'll just remind you that I'm not going to have my feelings hurt if we don't have a very large audience. I'm not going to wonder what I did wrong and beat myself up over stuff like that. I just know that not everybody likes gifts and goodies. It's not for everybody. I get that. In the world that we live in, when people are having hard times, the last thing you want to do is watch somebody opening a bunch of gifts. Man, I totally get that. Now I'm trying to work with one hand here, which is why I'm a little bit of a struggle. All right, so we're gonna open up this gate here. In case you're all wondering why we keep this gate closed by day, it's because we want our cows to get themselves, we don't want those cows to get lazy. Now they can walk in and go into their feed buggy. To get to their feed buggy, they have to go underneath my sock, the giant sock. And you all know that sock, hey sweetie, she doesn't want to go. She's like, I don't come for the feed buggy, I come to love on my daddy. And she does, y'all, she does. Let me sit you all here while I try to close my gate with the other, so I can have two hands. Oh baby, you just want dad to love on you. You just love you some daddy, huh? And daddy loves you so much. Yes, I do. All right. Okay. Now, what I've done is I've opened up their gate. They can all walk through a few at a time to their feed buggy and get them a bite to eat, some grains, and they have to walk underneath that giant sock that is doused down with an oil-based insect repellent. It's called permethrin. And watch you here. Watch Dolly drop it like it's hot. Watch Dolly drop it like it's hot, Dolly. There you go, right down her back. And now she's been doused down with that permethrin. Here comes Pearl, who's gonna show you all how she can drop it like it's hot. Come on, Pearl, drop it like it's hot, girl. Do your thing, Pearl friend. Oh boy, she did it like with a little swag. Pearl coming near like she's at the club with some swag. Look at there, even Amber Rose drops it like it's hot. Now, all of these cows will eventually make their way over. Just a little tidbit of information that there's a pecking order. Guys, there's a pecking order when it comes to these guys and girls, and they know the order. And obviously the ones who are in there now are higher up, and these babies over here have to wait their turn. But not to worry. What'll happen is, hey Tex, what'll happen is these guys will come in there, they'll fill their bellies or get enough. There's a salt limiter. I'll repeat that word again. There's a salt limiter mixed in with the feed buggy so that the cows will only eat so much before they stop eating. So they're not going to sit there and gorge themselves. They're only going to eat so much, and then they will reach their limit. That salt limiter will help them not overeat. Alrighty? Oh, we all miss Tex drop it like it's hot. Darn, Tex. Tex is like, I did the Tootsie Roll like my daddy. Yeah, that's true. Tex can do the Tootsie Roll. Darn it, we missed Tex do his Tootsie Roll. Now, lots of y'all won't get that joke. Many of y'all will not get that joke, and that's fine. But those who get it, oh, they get it. That was a really fun video. And so, like I said, they will all work their way through, and they'll all have a bite to eat. And then once they finish eating, because of that salt limiter, they'll all walk over and get them a drink out of their water trough, which has already been filled up. All right. And then, like I said, the horses, I did not close them in. I turned the lights on, and they can finish their food and walk out whenever they're ready. The horse waters are full, and the last thing that I have to do, and this will be the last bit of animal video you'll see tonight, is I'm going to open up the bullpen feed buggy and let those fellows come in and get a bite to eat as well. We always close those things up in the morning. What's going on down at the road? Is that guy just turning around? Huh. I'm like, why is he coming up my driveway? No, he's just turning around. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that I mowed today. I always enjoy mowing while Jamie's doing her live. I got everything all cleaned up and pretty. And I make that my Tuesday afternoon routine, weather permitting. It doesn't always need it as bad, but with the rain that we've gotten lately, well, I'll tell you what, it could sure use it. And so I'd rather mow it when it's easy on my mower than wait until my mower has to struggle. You guys who know about stuff like that completely get it. Other folks who don't mow, who have a lawn service come in, they have no idea. They have no idea what we're talking about. Okay, there we go. You guys can come to your feed buggy if you want a bite to eat. Chuck's like, this green grass is pretty good. Very nutritious. And like my Uncle Jeffy always said, I gotta eat my greens. Okay, Jersey Jeff knows. And then Waylon's like, he's having him some greens too. And then our little bulls are also enjoying themselves a bite to eat, some of the good green stuff. There's also dry hay out in the pasture. And how many are hoping and praying that I'll stay here long enough to allow you to watch Waylon drop it like it's hot and Tootsie Roll? Is there anybody sticking around just for that purpose? It's okay to say me. It's okay to admit you're only here to see Waylon do his own version of the Tootsie Roll. Let's go. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. If you're saying yes, you're as sick as I am. You have found yourself in really good company because we are all sick together. Waylon's like, how about that red ball? Where's that red ball at again? Hand me that red ball. So I did put that red ball away, and I'm not getting it back out tonight, even though I probably will be using that red ball come tomorrow night, okay? That will be a fun nighttime regulator video with that red ball. Waylon was not much fun this morning. He was like already, the sun had come out, and he's like, I don't know. Waylon, don't do that. You're gonna get yourself stuck in there. If he gets his head stuck in that hay feeder, I'm gonna have all kinds of trouble trying to get him out. All right, Chuck says, you know what? I guess I will come have me a quick bite. And Chuck's like, I dare you to stay there the whole time, Dad, and not move. And I'm like, truth or dare? I don't think so. I'd rather do a truth. I will not take that dare. Guys, I will not be taking that dare, okay? I know you'd like me to, but I will not be taking that dare. There you go. There was your drop it like it's hot from Chucky Poo. Hey, Chuckies. Oh, boy. Chuck's like, wait, why are you running out of here for? Why are you running out of here, Daddy? Why are you running out of here? Well, I'm not running for any particular reason. I was just giving you some space to eat. Enjoy your dinner. I want you to enjoy your dinner, okay? I want you to enjoy your dinner. All righty? I want you and Waylon both to enjoy yourselves a little dinner. And the little bulls will come as well, guys. These big bulls will each take a side, but the little bulls will also do the same thing as what's happening out back. The little bulls will wait until these guys are done, and then they'll walk over and get them a bite. And in that process, they'll walk underneath that sock, that permethrin, and get themselves doused down good. And they will be insect-free for the entirety of the night. All right? And of course, tomorrow we'll come out and close those gates. Okay, well, thank you guys for being a part of the animal portion of our video and letting me explain how everything works as far as our afternoon/evening routine goes, okay? Now I'm gonna walk over while I still have a dab of daylight and set you guys up over here on the table. I'm gonna open some of these gifts that we've been blessed with. But remember what I said a little earlier. If you're not the kind of person who enjoys watching somebody else open a gift, then by all means, I invite you to say bye to your friends, and we will see you guys back here tomorrow, all righty? And that's fine too. I'm gonna set my camera up. I do have friends here who's joining me tonight. Yes, I have friends here to join us. And I hope that you'll all welcome Regina. Regina Lynn is here. and so is Boy George. Boy George, could I borrow those? I'll need to borrow these. All right, let me get my chair pulled up here, along with a box cutter. I had me a box cutter here earlier. Where did I put it? Where did I set that box cutter? Oh, I had it right here. Let me grab the box cutter. I not only grabbed myself a box cutter, I also grabbed myself a bottle of water so I can rehydrate after. Hey everybody, I did not bring the girls. I did not bring the girls tonight, and that's because tomorrow when I leave here, I will not be able to go back home immediately. I have to stop and do a couple of things first, and the girls can't be in the truck that long, okay? So there are no girls with me tonight. I left and by girls, if you guys don't know, those are my dogs. Okay, it's gift and goodie time. This first package comes to Longhorn Lester Morrow. I did not offer my guest anything. Guest, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. Longhorn Lester Morrow. There's a box, and we're going to figure out what's inside this box. I also want to see if I can find a note that tells me who it's from. There is a note. I will read this note first, and it reads, "Hey Lester, I had an idea that you could mount a phone holder at the stable entrance, then just pop your phone in during your lives. That way it can be higher up and always there for you." That is really sweet, y'all. And I'm guessing that this person knows how Rita and Gemma like to knock all my stuff over. And so sure enough, they did. There's a phone holder, and it comes with a bracket that you can mount somewhere higher up off the ground so that you don't have to deal with all of the riffraff of knocking my phone over. That's very kind of you. It does not say who it's from. It just says from a viewer. So a viewer, thank you very much. That's a really sweet gift, and I appreciate that, okay? And thank you so much. Thank you to a viewer. A phone holder. All right. This next one says, to Rita and Gemma, the horses. Okay, that's what it says exactly. To Rita and Gemma, the horses. Guys, I'm not making that up. You can, if you can read backwards, there it says it right there. The horses. If you can read backwards, it says it right there. Oh boy, look y'all. Somebody wants to get the girls involved in all of that fun stuff. The note says, Lester, this is a toy for your toddler, Rita, and baby Gemma to play with to keep them out of a little bit of trouble. Maybe, at least. And this comes from Melissa. Melissa, thank you very much. You're so kind. What I'm going to do is put this, it's a Jolly Tug. So this is similar to what we tried with Waylon, and he had no interest, remember? But we'll fill this over here up maybe tomorrow. I have my air compressor close by, and we'll try this thing out on maybe tomorrow morning. If not tomorrow morning, then tomorrow on one of the videos, okay? Thank you so much, Miss Melissa. That's very cute, and I really hope that the girls play with it. That would be so fun if they would. All right, there's several boxes. Let me grab this big one first. This here has stamps all over it. To Longhorn Lester, okay? And it comes from the Littles. It comes from the Littles? Okay, it does say fragile, so I'm going to be extremely careful here. And we're going to move through these pretty fast, friends. I'm not trying to keep you guys all night. I know you have other things to do. And many of you guys sit there and watch Jamie live, so you're probably getting about tired of sitting around. I bet you're just tired of sitting around. Okay, so there's a note on top. I want you to see just what I'm seeing. So you're seeing just what I'm seeing, okay? And it says, Lester, with an exclamation point. Don't use any sharp thing on this. I hope you both like it. It was made with love, okay? And there's a second note that says, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. I know I'm going to hear it now, okay? And this envelope over here says, read on alive. This is from the littles and bigs who are in heaven. Oh, Lord. Okay. And then, this over here is just a personal note, but it says to read this over here first. So, you know that I don't know if I have enough time to read everything. And sometimes I have to kind of pre-read stuff first. Okay, this is coming from the littles who are in heaven. Dear Mom and Dad, hi, we are the littles and bigs who are coming to you from heaven. A nice lady doesn't want to upset you, but she wants to give you an okay, so I'm going to stop reading immediately, and I'm going to tell you why. You can stop crying because this was written with malintent. This here was written with malintent. And I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to take my time to read it. It was not written the way you think it was. Instead, it was written from the littles, who is really a lady who's upset that I did not show a previous gift that she sent. I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. I have no reason to make this up. But this note says, read me first, and it says it's from the littles who are in heaven. And as I start reading my way through it, they say that a nice lady sent us something that we did not show and we did not display on a video. And that hurt her feelings. F off. F off. Who the F? Who does shit like that? Who does stuff like that? I'm not even gonna open the goddamn gift. I will not open that goddamn gift. It can sit over there and effing rot. Who does stuff like that? Seriously, who writes me a letter from the bigs and littles in heaven, and the first thing out of their mouth is, a sweet lady sent you something and you didn't like her gift and you didn't show it on a live? F. Wow. Just wow. Just wow. Just wow. I swear. What an entitled world we live in. What an entitled world we live in. That's a personal thing to Lester. Sometimes I do order stuff. This is coming to the pigs and Ringo. To the pigs and Mr. Ringo. What an entitled world we live in, y'all. Don't you tell me to stop being rude. That was uncalled for. You got me into the feels, and you made me believe that the bigs and littles wrote us a note, and instead it's some woman miserable that she didn't get enough airtime with a previous gift. Hey, sweet people, if this ain't your kind of video, there's a lot of internet out there. There is a lot of internet out there. Boy, there are so many channels out there, and I know you can find you a happier place than what you found right here. But for those who are going to stick around, this sender is very considerate, knowing that our pigs, God, this is like a snack for our pigs. Those pigs have gone through so much oatmeal, y'all. We had to stop feeding it to them. There's other things that they eat, okay? They're pigs, and pigs will eat everything. You guys know that. They'll eat the trash off this table if I fed it to them, and I'm not going to. I will not do that, okay? But they would. They'd at least chew on it. But they love them some oatmeal. And this kind sender sent us 6 of these containers of oatmeal, and I just wish that I had a way to tell this sweet lady thank you. There's not a note inside, but pigs, and don't forget she included Ringo, because Ringo will absolutely eat him some oatmeal as well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because we're losing our light really fast, there are some things I can take inside and we can open them indoors with light. We don't have porch lights out here, okay? So let me grab the couple of boxes that are too big to carry indoors, if you're okay with that, okay? This is a small box, it can go indoors. I have 2 larger boxes. This here is one of those that got wet in the back of my truck, and I can't read the name on it, but when I open the box, it looks like some really wonderful treats that have come to our dogs and our kitty cats. Wow, and looky here, their favorite, some soft foods. You are spoiling these babies, y'all. Don't accuse me of spoiling these babies, when in fact, it's you guys who are spoiling them with stuff like that, okay? And there's one last big box that I cannot, okay? There's one last big box that I cannot carry inside with me, okay? I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit. You know what, I'll just stand up. I'll just stand up here and move you around a little bit, like this over here, and I'll go into the big box. And then I'll carry these smaller things indoors so as you can see. Alrighty? I don't want to bump my head on what's behind me. There is a card and a letter that I will take. I will take this inside where I can read it. And then when I open up the box, oh my God, holy moly's, friends. So this person here could care less if I continue to gain weight or not. They sent me some of my favorite nighttime snacks, my Doritos. They sent some stuff for the kitty cats. They sent other stuff for kitty cats. Lots of stuff for me, I'm guessing. There's things for the bigs, the littles, even the ostriches eat these. There's oatmeal. There's a lot of little oatmeal packets. And, all right, and then I do have a little bit of a card. It says happy retirement. And I will say, oh, it says, dear sweet Lester. Dear sweet Lester. And I'm telling you something, I must have somehow accidentally, when I cut that open, I must have cut a piece of that card off, because it's missing a little section of card. There it is. Okay, let's go in and make heads or tails from this card. Then I'll come back out and grab a few of these other packages to open, if you guys are okay with that, all right? All right, so the card that I'm taking inside is from the very large box. The very large box that has all kinds of snacks for all of the babies. They included all kinds of snacks, okay? And so I'm gonna set you guys over here at this table. And then, there we go. Welcome indoors, everybody. Welcome inside. Thank you for coming in with me and not being, oh boy. Okay, so here's what happened when I cut that box open. I ended up accidentally slicing into the card that was inside of it. Okay, it comes from a sweet lady named Brenda. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm putting it all back together like the pieces of a puzzle. You see what I've done over here? So I have to put it all back together to be able to read it proper. Okay, so I'm just gonna read it. Hey, sweet Lester, here is a funny card for your retirement along with some snacks for you and your babies. I don't think the taco card went over very well. She's the same lady who sent the taco card for my birthday. You get it, the tacos? Okay, all right. I apologize if you felt it wasn't appropriate. Oh, no. I'm fine with stuff like that. It's other people who have a problem. Trust me, my inner Brit comes out, y'all. My inner Brit or my inner Australian comes out. And I don't think that I have take any offense. Did you not see me Tootsie Roll today in my video? And bunny hop. All right. I apologize if you felt it wasn't okay. I know some of the viewers may have thought it wasn't. Don't worry. Listen, anybody who does not find themselves at home here should go find a better home. That's the beauty of the internet. And I'm not trying to run everybody off, but I'm going to say this and I'm going to preach it. Everyone needs to find their happy place. And my happy place is being myself. And by being myself, it means that I can sometimes have some fun with my darker, my naughty side, okay? And so I always say my inner Aussie Australian, and my inner Brit comes out in me. And so if you're an American and you are easily offended or easily triggered, blame it on the Aussies. Blame it on the Australians or those Brits. It's their fault, y'all. Those folks in the UK are just naughty, and that blood runs through me. If you would ever give me a chance to open my dad's gift and read from his memoirs, then you would get that. But I can't even do that video without people getting weird. Okay, anyway, let me just move on here. I have always made it a habit to give funny cards to people. Even though I'm old, I still have plenty of spunk in me. I really love you and those babies. Now that the baby bulls are getting bigger, I'm having a hard time recognizing them and telling them apart. Well, the only cow that I can easily identify is Jezebel, Trinity, and Serenity. She put a smiley face, and I think that a lot of y'all would agree with her on that. I am loving all the new intro videos. I tear up every time I see them. I miss Sadie so much. I also miss those babies that have passed. I've made so many friends in the chat rooms on your channel, and I really hope that one day we really can have a meet and greet. I would love to meet you and Jamie and see those babies. Thank you for sharing the videos with us. Lester, remember, don't ever change. Many of us love your sense of humor. I'm not making it up. It says it right here in beautiful handwriting. I love it. I can't wait for Carl and his sister wives to have their babies. I will always be forever grateful with how these videos have changed my life. Whether you remember me, I will always remember how loving, caring, and giving you are with those babies and for all of us, those who follow your channel. Please enjoy your treats, and I hope the babies will too. Please give Moo some of these goldfish when you see him. Much love with all my heart, Brenda. And she says, please turn it over. So I will. Putting it back together like that puzzle, remember? Okay, there we go. Lester, I could not believe how many haters. Let's just not worry about those people. She goes, keep doing what you're doing. There's plenty of us out there who love and support you. That entire backside is about some of the negativity, some of the darker sides of social media. And I will say this, and I say this, that social media is not for everybody. If you don't have thick skin, then social media might not be a place for you. And that's sad, because there are some beautiful stories that deserve to be told. Beautiful things that should be told. Stories that people can tell, cultures and traditions, and beautiful things that people should be able to have a place to share those things with the world. But unfortunately, we live in a time when people are not very accepting of those who are not exactly like them. And if there are people who sometimes see the world a little bit differently, then they're not very welcoming, and they, for some reason, feel like they have a desire to express their indifference and scream out that they're right and you're wrong. So, all right. So what I'm going to do now, everyone is saying hi to Sabrina. Hey, Sabrina. Who's Sabrina again? Who is Sabrina? Oh, it says welcome, Sabrina. Okay. Sabrina? Sabrina, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Lester. Nice to meet you. I don't always wear the flat cap. Sometimes I go on the dark side. This is the dark side of me. And most times I just go with the real basic, I'm just Lester. So you never know what you're going to get when it comes to what I wear. But you can tell my mood. I'll tell you what, some hats just bring out the devil. My inner devil. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is walk back out to that porch and grab those smaller packages that I was not able to carry inside, or that I can carry inside, okay? Thank you, Brenda. You're very sweet. The card means more to me. I hope that you hear this. People who take time to write, be it it's in a comment, or in an email, or on a WhatsApp, or on a letter like this over here, or a card, these things mean more to me, y'all, than what you could ever imagine. For someone to share a piece of their story with me helps me realize that we're a lot more alike than what we sometimes realize. And then when people sometimes help validate what you do, that means a lot, especially as a man. I feel like sometimes it just feels good for a man to know that what you're doing with your life is not all in vain and for nothing. So thank you so much for sharing those sweet words and a little piece of your story, and of course all of those snacks. I'll be right back, okay? I'm gonna run grab those couple of things. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back with some smaller things. Let me close the door so as flies don't come in. We don't want mosquitoes in here. Okay. I still have my box cutter somewhere. Oh, that's not my box cutter. That was for anyone with a birthday. I'll just set that right there. Where did I put? Oh, it has slid all the way around to the back side. Okay, here we go. We're gonna continue on, okay? Okay. Here we go. This here comes to Lester, Jamie, and the heroes, or that might be horses. It's either heroes or horses. I'm not real sure. I know it's written in pencil, you can't see. We'll just go with the heroes. This is to Lester, Jamie, and the heroes. All right? To Lester, Jamie, and the heroes or the horses. Oh, well, this must be for the heroes because these are dog snacks. And there's something else. I wonder if this got put in the box accidentally.
Hello. Let's have some fun. Phone. Sven the reindeer is Kristoff's best buddy.
So I'm going to guess this is probably for Jamie's soon-to-be granddaughter. Okay, here's the note. Oh, to Jamie, Lester, and the four-legged survivors. Hello, my name is Scott Waterman. I'm a newbie to your channel. Everyone tell Scott hello. Everyone right now say, hi, Scott. And just hashtag newbie. Just hashtag newbie and say, hi, Scott. That would be so funny. I met my wife in 2005 on yahoo.com after my first marriage did not work out. I have 2 kids from my previous marriage. My current wife, Christy, has 3 kids. So in a way, we're like the Brady Bunch. In 2012, my wife had open heart surgery. After many other medical conditions, this one really scared me. And in 2021, she had to have another open heart surgery. Somewhere in between those surgeries, she found your channel. She's been following the Morrow clan and all that are affiliated with it in some shape or form for the last 8 years. I have been harassed about... Guys, for the last 8 years, he has been harassed about all of the garbage he watches, and she's convinced him to watch us now. Okay. Now, in my defense, I'm not all into social media. I dabble a little. It wasn't until recently that I started watching what she told me to watch. What I have found out is that she is a survivor with your help. About a year ago, she got diagnosed with lung cancer. I will remember that day until I die. It was on a Saturday, and her mom was with us. It was a direct call from her doctor, which in our world never happens. Now, maybe I should have disclosed that we live in Lubbock, but we are from Northwest Kansas, small town of 1,600 people. So as you can see, a call from the doctor directly is not too common. Total up to date, she has had a total of 43 surgeries and procedures. She's fighting with all her might, and she says that she's going to kick this cancer's ass. This has made me feel stronger, as I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic in 2021. I was 340 pounds then. I'm down to 260 now. I like to think that it's people like you and Jamie that help so many. I went back to school in 2021. I'm getting close to completing my master's degree. I'm a safety guy, so I'm always on the lookout for safety things like Crocs while working in the pasture. All in all, Lester, it's a tremendous thing what you and Jamie have done, and there are so many people who have a safe place to go, like my wife. And we are, like you say, all survivors. This gift is for the doggies. Gemma is my favorite by far. I noticed how much she likes to play with your phone. Now she has one of her own. It's for Gemma. Y'all, it's for Gemma because now she has her very own phone.
Hello. Let's have some fun.
Oh my goodness. I like to think that our service dog Draco is a combo between your Gemma, Loretta, and Ringo. Wow, can you imagine? He was a rescue dog from the pound. We tend to segue off topic, but always come back to the end with what I started. Thank you so much for helping save my wife. And Lester, we are all survivors. Scott, I don't know what to say except for just thank you. I have actually seen Scott's name pop up here and there. I think that you guys have as well. And so make sure that you guys say hi to Scott, and let's not forget his wife when you guys say your prayers later on tonight. If you want to say a silent prayer right now, I want to say thank you, Scott, for helping ground me back. I tell you what happened, Scott, and I'm pretty sure that those folks who've been watching my channel for a while know me well enough to know that that box out there and that letter really got to me. It got to me in a negative way. And as long as we've been doing this social media, almost, guys, we're nearing 8 years, you would think that you'd have thicker skin, that you'd get over self-indulgence and people like that. But I think that what affected me the most was the fact that it said it was a note written from the littles and the bigs who've already passed. And it threw me for a loop. But thank you, Mr. Scott, for bringing me back to reality. Miss Brenda, for reminding me that we are all survivors of something, that there's great, just wonderful and beautiful people who follow this channel for the right reasons, and that means so very much. I'm going to remind you that we don't ask you for a penny. If we ever have a financial need, and they happen on occasion, usually with vet costs, then we'll absolutely do a shirt fundraiser or something. But it is our pleasure to be able to share the blessings of the animals with you all for free. For free. The work and taking care of the animals is not free. The feeds and the vet care and things like that absolutely cost. So we welcome your support, but we don't ask you for anything. And I don't know if this family is really ever gotten comfortable asking for help. Sometimes we have to, the same as sometimes you have to. But thank you so much, Scott, for sharing that story about your wife and about you. And I wish I knew her name, because she's the one who got you hooked on this channel and got you off of all that other mess you were watching. So bless her, Scott, and we hope that you guys... Oh, Scott is here. Scott, welcome, Scott. Hey, Scott, I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm not on my computer. But I would like to invite you and your wife to join me on a live one day. I can send you the link. If you will take time to email me, Scott, talk to one of our moderators and get my email, and then contact me at some point and say hi. Remind me of who you are. I mean, Scott. There's only one Scott. And then what I can do is we can exchange numbers. And then one day I'll send you an invite, and you can maybe you and your wife, if y'all want to, can join us on. We can all have a chance to meet you both. That would be very, very wonderful. I think that people would love to hear that and be able to meet you and be able to meet your lovely wife. All righty. All right. This here comes to Lester the Legend. Oh, Lord. Trust me. This must be for my dad. You got the wrong Lester. Because I ain't no legend. I hope I didn't just cut into another letter. Sometimes, I hope that's just the, okay. To Lester the Legend. There's a note, there's a card. Look at this cap. Hold on a sec. Let me throw it on. Let me throw this on my head. Retired 2025. It ain't my problem no more, y'all. It ain't my problem no more. That ain't my problem no more. I'm retired. I'm a quitter, remember? All right, what do we got over here? The legend has retired. The legend has retired. Thank you so very much. I'm hoping that there's going to be something in here with a name on it. It says, "You are simply the best." Lester, I know that you'll never be able to relax physically, but now that the paperwork is done, you can at least relax mentally, knowing you'll be getting a for sure monthly check. Best wishes. And that is true from Miss Roberta. And guess what, Miss Roberta? I've gotten 2 checks so far. I've already gotten 2 checks. Signed up for direct deposit, but it takes a while for that to kick in. And so far I have received 2 checks. I received the May check, which and then I received the June check. So I've received 2 checks already. And this feels so wonderful. Now, you guys know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying not to use that money. I had to use a little bit for tires on my truck because tires had to be bought and I needed those tires. But I'm trying to put most of that money into a savings for my kids. And so if something was to happen to me, or if social media ever plays out, and one day it will, we will be able to at least have something saved up. All righty? Guys, I only got a couple of more packages here. Thank you, Miss Roberta, for the cap, the note, and the coffee mug. Not a mug. What's that thing called? You know, the tumbler. Thank you. This here was a part of a larger package that came to Jamie and Lester. Jamie opened it and pulled this out for me. I have not touched it yet, but just to know that it was all a part of a larger package. Lester, please open on a live. Okay. Well, we're on a live now. Wow. Look, y'all. It's a belt and a belt buckle. And I love it. Now this here, does anyone know what this over here is for? The belt is beautiful. It has longhorns on it. I know you probably can't see it. Oh yes, it fits me. It goes around me, that's good. I want to try to show you the belt pin. So there are longhorn here on this belt. That's very nice. Thank you so much. So this here snaps open. Your belt buckle, make sure it's all facing the right direction, goes right in here, and then that buckles back. Like that. So now the belt is put together. But guys, what is this over here for? I don't know what this over here is for. Does anyone know what this over here is for? I don't know. To make new holes? Oh, someone goes, this is a hole punch. Huh, I had no idea. Well, I've never had a belt that I had to, or I was able to punch new holes. Thank you very much. I just don't know who sent that because, like I said, it was all part of a larger gift, and I just don't know who to say thank you to. But I love it, and I will wear it. I will wear this, all right? I promise you, I'll wear it. All right, let me put a few things out of the way here, and then we're almost done. All right, almost done, I promise. Now this comes just to Lester Morrow. I hope it's not something that I ordered for myself, because sometimes I do order stuff. No, it says, enjoy this gift. I hope this helps with feeding. Oh no!